各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩最终幻想 or as we know it in English, The Legend of something. No, this is a Final Fantasy NES stream. Welcome back. Sorry for the lack of stream on Monday. That was something came up, but then today I may have overslept a little bit. Sorry, but we'll be back and raring to go. As you remember, if to summarize where we are here at the ice cave. We need to obtain a certain item from here, and it is going to be pretty cool. And by that, I mean it will be necessary for us to move along with our quest. So, let's see. Okay, I have the ice cave map ready. So, we are going into the most dangerous dungeon in the game. Pretty much, like, it will be lots of fun. Oh yes, we will be wanting to keep as many of these as possible life. So seems like since I gained my level, I also got an extra charge of life, but it's okay. We will just use our house later. We do have a house just for restoring that. I'm not gonna walk back just for this extra life charge, but anyway, we have a lot of things, and we will also want to keep this fire too, so that we have a chance of defeating anything, all the undead that we're going to be running into, which will possibly kill us, and we'll need harm too, and harm, so that we can defeat them. But we do need to save. Oh, actually, we don't. No, we don't. We may need a ice, but for now we don't at the moment. But we will need anti-ice later in the dungeon as well. So we'll be saving as much as we can. So let's go ahead and enter the most dangerous dungeon in the game. Here we go. Let's begin. So if you run into, there are a couple of enemies here that we do not want to take down, or we don't want to deal with, and it will be like there's a hi Illusion Queen, welcome. There's a mage enemy that we should just run away from because they have this ability called Rub, which will kill your party instantly. Well, by that I mean kill one party member instantly, and we don't want to deal with that. So they're basically like Astos, who we fought earlier, and he would look like him too, and they're not worth fighting. The other is there's like a palette swap for the wizard who have physical attacks that can kill you instantly, kill one party member instantly. Oh yeah. And just in time for my explanation, this is the other enemy formation to run away from. Remember the cockatrices? They're back. So we want to run away from them as soon as possible, because we have no chance of winning if we don't. Okay. Alright. We are still alive. So unfortunately, because we are not in an emulator, we have every chance of having to getting wiped and having to do this dungeon again. So we want to reduce that as much as possible. So, hooray. Oh, jeez. They're not being kind to us right off the bat. So I'll definitely be using those heal potions, because we can't use our magic too much in this dungeon. Oh my goodness. Why are they so mean? Ay, nako. Are you kidding me? Anyway, for anyone who doesn't know, ay nako is Tagalog. I hear that all the time. I have friends who are Filipino, and my extended family. Sorry, some of them are Filipinos too, including my wife. So that's why I know this. Funnily enough, like, I grew up in Saipan. Saipan is very close to the Philippines, so I grew up with a lot of Filipino people. So I didn't learn Tagalog, but I learned a few Tagalog words. Okay, this we can deal with. Jeez. So they can paralyze you, so you want to take them out as soon as possible. So the sooner they die, the better. Okay, we got rid of 1, we got rid of 2, and we got rid of the Spectre, which we don't want to get killed by. And this should finish them off. Yep. Okay, that's a pretty smooth. Yeah, so in this floor, we could have gone either way. It will take you to the same destination, so I went down. And let's go left. Okay. 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 Oh, yeah. Just go to the exit door. Okay. I have to see where exactly I am. Okay, see. Okay. Okay, this will be... We will need to get to the treasure on this floor, so let's go ahead and do so. Okay, this we can do. I'm probably not going... There's kind of no point using anti-fire, or sorry, anti-fire harm, or fire 2. There's not that many of them, so let's take them out. You might even be able to kill a couple... Yeah, see, there's too few of them to worry about. Yeah, they're all gonna die in like 2 seconds. Oh. They got 1 hit. Okay. A kind encounter after all the cockatrices earlier. Okay. Yeah, sorry for the... We'll probably do an hour and a half, unless, like... Unless something happens, hopefully not. Okay, let's move to the encounter. Remember I mentioned the mages that can rub you? Yeah, this is why you... This is a fixed encounter, and we will not engage with them, because rub is just too powerful. And if they hit the white mage, then it's over. So, fortunately, we were lucky. And we risked our lives for a cloth. Sob. Yeah, I know, that fixed encounter is totally not worth it. Okay, I will use fire 2 because I don't want to deal with this. And it's too risky. It's just too risky to... We can get rid of a couple of them, but they can paralyze us and it will be a bad time. Okay. Yeah, we're getting kind of lucky so far. Okay. Alright, we'll want to go... So you see that there are 3 chests in this room, but there are holes in the floor, so we can't get the middle chest yet. We will want to get that, though. Ooh, Frost Giant. Far as I know, he's nothing too interesting about it, except that it's just really strong. It's just a stronger version of the giants we've already fought. So nothing you need to do in particular. You just have to use physical attacks, and then it will go down. Eventually, it has quite a bit of HP. Someday. There you go. Not too bad. Pretty kind, at least. Alrighty. Probably didn't need to do that, but I'm just making... We are going to get another heal potion eventually, so I'm just making a bit of room. Otherwise, we've been... Yeah, we don't need to do anything, so... Let's grab the chest here. Ooh, the flame sword. Ooh. I think we actually do want to equip this. And this equipment is for is for the knight. So our knight, a fighter. Yeah, see, let me show you. Oh, whoops, sorry. So of course we had the silver axe, but we never bought it, so isn't that bad. So we have damage 43, but if you equip the flame sword, damage is 44, so slightly better. The hit percentage doesn't really matter in this particular case because we won't be able to reach 99. That would be the next time we could get more hits from the fighter, but we're not going to reach that. But we have a little slightly more damage, so we want to use that, the flame sword. It doesn't kill ice enemies more effectively, unfortunately, so it does not work. Remember I mentioned the special weapons don't work as intended, so that implies the flame sword. Oh well, let's go down by going right into this hole, and we end up here on the bottom, on the floor to the bottom. Let me see where exactly we are. Yeah, we are in... Alright, and we're going to enter a fixed encounter. Okay. This, we do need to use fire too. This is why we've been saving them. Because those specters can ruin your day, and you will have a bad time. Because they can paralyze, so we don't want that. Oh, they did not paralyze, so we are safe for now. Ooh, well, I was over worried, but it's okay. Down they go. Okay. Okay. Fortunate. Oh, right. Welcome to, I think this is level 3. Okay. We need to first get, there is a, let's first get the, okay, let me see. Yeah, then we need to go this way. So there are chests over here. Ow, 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 ow. So this icy water here has the same effect as the magma from earlier. It's just that it's not boiling lava. Instead, it's really, really cold ice that hurts. Alright, welcome to let's first get these chests. I believe the first thing is a fixed encounter, so let's get ready. Okay, oh, 2 of them. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Looks like our encounter luck is kind of run out. We're going to have to do this the hard way. Oh boy. Oh boy, these are no fun. Yeah, we're gonna need fire 3 for this. Okay, and anti-ice, or we will face the wrath of things. Yeah, we got a little unlucky. Normally, the Frost Dragon can come in either 1 or 2. The formation could be either 1 or 2. Normally 1 is preferred, but we got 2, so we're a little unlucky. Anti-ice immediately. Oh my gosh, can we survive this? Yeah, if you don't anti-ice, look at how much damage it does. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at how powerful Blizzard is. Yeah, ow. 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 And Rosa will live. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was devastatingly bad. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. We gotta kill this thing before it casts another move. Okay, as you can see, they don't have that much HP, but oh my gosh, that is painful. Ow. Alright, we have the ice armor, so we want to get that for that is for our dear friend. So let's take a look at the... So he'll have 58 absorb, and then if we give him the ice armor, it will give him slightly better absorb, I believe. No, actually it's the same. But you do still want to equip the ice armor because, unlike the weapons, this actually does protect you against ice attacks. And what do most of the evil things in this dungeon do? Ice attacks. So you probably want to keep that. Okay, we need to like heal like now. We are in pain. I have to keep these, so I will want to keep those two. I don't really want to use them up. Okay, we're gonna have to use heals. Lots of heals. So this is going to be a little annoying to watch. No, I'm just... Yeah, healing is a little bit tedious in this game, as you can see. But it's okay. We will live. Because the worst part is we still have to face that frost dragon again. So it's not going to be kind or easy. Yeah, this is why you bought those all those heal potions. I think we should be okay with this, even with 2 of them. Let's grab the other chest. We have the silver gauntlets. So I believe you want to equip that, unless we already have it. Yeah, we already have it, so it's an extra. I don't believe you can. Unfortunately, I don't think Lutz can carry. Wait, can you equip it? No, you cannot. So that's why. Alright, it's just extra. Alright, let's go fight the dragon, because as you see, it's barricading the front where we need to go. Please, 1. Oh, nope. We are unlucky again. Oh, no. Why? I may want to... Yeah, I think we gotta do this, though. Because, let me see, is there another frost dragon in this? I'm just checking. Maybe we'll be okay. I don't know. This is pretty dangerous. I think I need to use the ice fire 3. I don't have a choice. Oh, anti-ice, please. Cast it now. Okay, we got... Oh no. It still got us. That sucks. Live. Well, I never casted my anti-ice in the end, but there you go. Ow. Oh, that is mean. At least we'll still have anti-ice for later. Ow. Yeah, we've gotten very bad RNG for the frost dragons, so unfortunately we had to take a bunch of hits. They died relatively fast though, honestly, so it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Alright, let's get through here. We don't have to worry about encounters. Oh, jeez, this is so scary. Okay, so... Okay. Okay. I know where to go now. Ow, 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 ow. So, yep, we need to go down this way. And then... boy, here's the other dangerous enemy. You might remember them from our... Not the Frost Giant. He's annoying, but he's not that bad. You might remember him. Remember these Frost Wolves from the Peninsula of Power Grinding. Well, they're back again, unfortunately. And as you remember, they can cast Frost, so we want to cast Anti-Ice here, because we don't want to get hit by that. And it can, because with many of them, they can do a lot of damage. So it's probably just better to be conservative. We have Anti-Ice charges, so we should use them. Fortunately, these Frost Wolves now don't have that much HP, so they will go down quickly, unlike before. Beautiful. Not the worst formation you could get, but still worthy of being a bit careful. Yeah, there's so many dangerous things here. Alright, welcome friends to the dungeon set here. Let's first grab this chest. 7,900 gil, 9,900 gil, 5,450 gil, and 5,000 gil. Alright, we're going to enter a fixed encounter to the right in just a moment, so make sure we're all set. I think otherwise we're okay, so let's go. Yep. Frost Wolves. So, yeah, we want to get rid of them as soon as possible. We're going to cast Anti-Ice, or add it to. Fortunately, the wolves themselves aren't that strong, so we can take them down. We might be able to take them down without them ever casting anything, but we'll see. We're that fortunate. Down it goes. Oh, nice. They never got a chance to attack. We were very fortunate. Yay. Let's get the chest. 180 gil. And 12,350 gil. Excellent. Let's get out of here. Okay, on 4 isn't that bad, so I will just do regular attacks. They don't hit that hard. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have the other enemy that... the Spectre that can definitely put the hurt on you. Because they can paralyze you successfully, and you just gotta be sad. But Wraith on their own in that few numbers isn't that bad. Okay. Not the worst. Let's go. Alright. Okay. Just one Frost Wolf I'm not as concerned about, so hopefully they don't get to a chance to attack, but you never know. So thankfully the Frost Wolf is neutralized. No need to cast Anti-Ice for this one. Getting a little bit hit. Poor Yang had to take a hit there, but oh well. Wow, that was quick. Yeah, looks like our preparations are working perfectly. Okay, so... yeah, I want to keep them near the 300s, if possible. Let's go to the exit. Okay. Okay, now we're in the new area. And we have some chests to grab before we leave this thing. Hold on, let me check. let's grab this chest. Yep. See, this is why I remember I mentioned we should use our heal potions. That's why. Okay, 10,000 gil. Nice. I think that's the end of all the fixed encounters. Bone? Red bone? Okay. Probably want to do the same thing. I will use fire too. I don't think they can paralyze. Can they paralyze it? Actually, I'm not really sure. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to take a risk and see what happens. Oops, I didn't mean to have her attack. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I don't think they can paralyze. No, doesn't look like it. So nothing to worry about. Don't have to use harm 2 or anything. I don't even know what to go for. They do hit. They can hit for 20 though. Always hitting poor Rosa. Okay. I know the music's so pleasant. It's the pleasant music, but in spite of how pleasant it is, the dungeon doesn't make the dungeon any less dangerous. Okay, let's get the last few bit of treasure. We're gonna avoid the hole now. 9,500 gil. We have the tent, which will for our supplies, and the ice shield. Ooh, yay! Yeah, you don't need since it doesn't. The ice shield's not necessary to equip because you would need it for the. If you had a thief, it would be very useful. But unfortunately, we don't have a thief, so it's really not very helpful for us. We want to keep our flame shield because we want to have fire and ice a resistance, so we are not going to swap to the ice shield. Now normally I would tell you, if you want to get to our last destination, go down here and go grab, and then we can go take care of it. But it's too dangerous. What I mean is that if you had an emulator too, you could also save state here and then drop down, and then you would do the fight. But it's too dangerous. We've gone this far and we've already collected all the chests, and if we die when we go down there, then you will have to redo the dungeon again, essentially. And we kinda don't want to do that. So since this is not an emulator, we can't, and this is the original console, we can't save state. So let's be conservative and go back outside. And you might be wondering, how do you do that? Well, you see those stairs there? That's the way out. So let's get out of here. Oh boy. This is the other... Wait, this is just... Are these just regular wizards? Oh, they're just regular wizards. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are not a fixed encounter, but you can run into them. The regular wizards are okay. These guys are definitely beatable. They just hit pretty hard, but from what I remember. Yeah, but it's the other... There's another set of enemies that look like them that are far scarier. So, those are the ones that I'm worried about. But we have not encountered them yet. So, just don't... Like, I don't know we will, but we could. Just to make sure. These are the weak ones, right? Yeah. From what I remember, they're the weaklings. They're not... Well, they're not weaklings, per se. Yeah, the Pisco Demons. Wizard. Yeah, they're the ones with, like, 84 HP. It's fine. There's just a lot of them. Yay. Yeah, they have 84 HP. Whatever. They're not that tough anymore. They're just the same enemies from before. The Pisco Demons. Uh-oh, we've got a Body McBotterson. I'll take care of that unless someone gets to it first. Oh, never mind, thank you. Yeah, see, they don't do that much anymore. Yeah, they do nothing. Yeah, we were very lucky on this one. There is a set of enemies that are far scarier than these ones that I will definitely be more careful, be very wary of. We're not going to kill them. Yeah, they can hit Rosa for 45, I guess, if they get to attack Rosa. But as you can see, we can kill one of them each. Oh no, 53 on the fighter. That's the worst one. But yeah, that's the only thing they can do to damage Glenn. So let's just finish them off. They're really not that tough. Oh, you got an attack. That sucks. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna exit the dungeon for safety. We don't want to... We could go down and progress, but I'm gonna take it easy. It's too risky. As you can see, there's too many possibilities of getting wiped in this dungeon to make me redo it all. So let's get out of here. Alright. Welcome, friends. We are first going to tent and save. Okay, but we want to restore all our magic charges, because as you can see, I have lost some. So let's go ahead and use our house. Save and recover magic. Yes, remember. So I was silly and I thought that the house will not was bugged, but no. It turns out the instructions explicitly tell you that to recover magic you have to hit yes. So you want that. So don't do what I did the first time. But remember, you don't, when it saves, it doesn't restore your keep the save of your magic. I know it's stupid. It's actually bugged. That's the part that's bugged. Where if you save and restore magic, it only saves, it saves before restoring magic. So yeah, look, my magic is back, which is great, but it didn't save. So we'll have to use the tent to save. And now we are okay. And now we're ready to take on the ice cave a second time. Alright. Let's go back to that where we were earlier, and then we have to do it that way. Yay! Okay, we're gonna go through this as fast as we can. So at least we don't have to do the chest again, but we have to go through the whole dungeon again. Mercifully, it's not that long, but yeah. But like, there's a lot of scary things in this dungeon, and we don't have a good way of... Eventually, we will find a way to... Ouch. Eventually, we will be able to... Wow, this wasn't able to kill? That sucks. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, eventually we'll have a way to have resist instant death or to negate it, but unfortunately we don't have the means to do so right now, so oh well, we gotta deal with it. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately they get to attack first, so at least we won't have to fight the frost dragons again, or at least not there. Okay, are we still okay in terms of health? Yeah, we're okay. I don't need to do anything. Oh, just regular wizards. That's fine. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. This is doable. As you can tell, they used to be tough. They only can do major damage with crit, so if they don't crit, then they don't do anything. Yeah, they're really weak at this point in the game. Yeah, they die really fast. They're really not that tough anymore. Mercifully. Okay, so... Alright. Same thing as I did before. Down and left. Oh gosh. Oh, they didn't use rub, but remember these? These ones can kill you with an insta-kill called rub, or death, I guess. It will be death in later games, but it's rub in this game. So, they'll rub you out, quite literally. So, get out, run, run, run. It's not worth fighting them. It's just too dangerous. And life magic charges are so infrequent, and you can't buy Phoenix Down, so it's just better to stay away. Eventually we'll have the means to defeat them more consistently, but better not. Okay, I think we'll be okay without Fire 2. Hopefully. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they can paralyze you, thankfully. It's not Spectre, so they will hit pretty decently, though. I think they do blind, if I remember correctly. So, and as we all know, blind doesn't work in this game, so we don't have anything to fear. Just actually worry about their attacks, but well, the Wraiths were the ones that could hit hard. The images can't, so they just kind of fall to the wayside. Easy encounter. Okay, great. Let's get out of here. Alright, we're back here again. Yeah, you're above. Alrighty. That should be fine. It's just gonna take long. So, brace yourselves. It's the Wraiths that are the most dangerous, of course. Oh. Dang, Yang. He did 365. Oh. Oh. Never mind. I think I'm going to use harm now. I realize now that they can paralyze you, so maybe I should use harm too, actually. Harm 2? Yeah, harm 2, why not? Finish them off. We had magic charges to deal with them, so we can also use it against the Spectres later, so especially we have 2 people who are paralyzed, it's better to be safe. That's why you want to use harm 2. Hand out the undead. Alright. Let's do this. Go through any hole, it doesn't matter. And now we have to go through this fixed encounter. Crap. Crap. Okay. But we will need to use Fire 2 against these. Spectres are pretty dangerous. We were spared. But Fire 2, please. Ugh. Yeah, better get rid of these Spectres. They're no fun to deal with. And done. Okay. And don't worry, you'll get to do that fight again, and I'll show you why. Okay, but first we just need to... Sorry, I don't remember this dungeon's map that well, but... Yeah, I just need to go down, and then right at the fork, yep. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is the formation I feared. Sorcerer. Remember I was talking about the enemies that look like wizards that can kill you with one physical attack? These are the ones. So, you gotta run. Oh gosh. And they can paralyze you, as you see. So, run. Oh, jeez. They're so dangerous. Like, we were lucky we didn't get killed by them. Okay, this is doable, though. Hopefully the Frost Wolf doesn't get to do anything, but... Okay, good. It didn't do... I decided to gamble a little bit. Because the Frost Wolf could have cast Frost, which would really suck, but it's only one of them, so it's not worth casting an anti-ice for that. Oh, ouch. Frost Giant hit us pretty hard. Poor Rosa. See, there's a reason I'm being very conservative. Because the enemy, as you saw, you could run into that formation of wizard lights that would tear you apart, paralyze you, and then they can do that physical attack that can kill you one hit. But fortunately, they did do it against us this time, so we were spared. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Sorry, just double checking. Okay, we don't have to do anything else. So we can skip all the chests. So let's go down. Okay, so let's get rid of these guys. I don't think we'll need Harm 2, but I'm gonna use Harm 2 as I can do it. I have enough charges. Yes, specters. They're annoying, so... Okay. Let's go down this hole, which we didn't last time. And now we are at the right place. We can finally get that chest that is to the center. But there is something waiting for us. Something dangerous in front of the chest. And it is... the eye. Yep, the mini-boss. The real boss of this area. In the original version of this actually looked different. It was changed for... It looked like something from Dungeons and Dragons, if I remember correctly. So, this is not how it looks like in the Japanese. It looks more like the creature it was based off of. But, no, not in this case. In this case, it's just eye. Aye, indeed. Yeah, it's Evil Eye. I think they never changed it to... I think in future versions of the game, it stays as Evil Eye, so... Okay, there's nothing fancy about this. Just kill it as quickly as possible, or it will kill you a lot. And that is no fun. So, if we can kill it fast, great. So don't even cast fast, just go for it. Kill this guy. He doesn't have that much HP. Yeah, wow, we were very lucky. We got on the first try. It didn't let him do anything. All right. Okay. We got it. And now we can grab what we're here for, the floater. Now you might be wondering, what is this? Well, unfortunately, right now, it is but a mysterious rock. What are we going to do with this mysterious rock? I don't know. I think we'll need to ask some people about how to do something with it. But you might be guessing it sounds like it will be related to an airship, and you'd be right. So, let's get out of here. Now we can leave the ice cave. We are done. So we're just gonna have to go through the part of the dungeon again. Let's do it. Okay, chance to strike first is good. I approve. We're very lucky then. Use harm. Since we're guaranteed to cast a fire too, so we can knock them out. You can get rid of the specters, and the geists, all of them that can paralyze you. That's no fun. Oh. This will probably finish them off? Yeah. So now it's just one wraith. A single wraith is not going to propose much of a threat now. But now we gotta get out of the dungeon successfully. Yay. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, fortunately the eye never got to do anything. So, we are very lucky. That went about as well as the fight can go. So let's just get out of here. Oh gosh. One sorcerer. Still not worth fighting. Yeah, not worth it. Because that sorcerer can kill one of your friends with one hit. So with a certain attack, it's best not worth it. Alright. Okay. We can finally have a chance of getting out of here. At first I was like, wait, it's the... Oh no, wait. This is just the weaklings. Alright, let's take care of the weaklings. They're not that bad. Yeah, unfortunately they can still do not over 1 damage to Lutz. Alright, let's take them out. These Pisco demons. I don't remember what the super versions are called. The ones that can kill you with 1 hit. I forgot. I even forget what... I think they're called... Are they called Sorcerer? I think, yeah. Yeah, they're called Mind Flayers. Yeah, Mind Flayers. In later versions of the game. Okay, we don't have to go in the chest anymore. Let's make it... Yes! Okay, we can breathe a sigh of relief. We have defeated the hardest dungeon in the game. Yay! And we're relatively unscathed, too. We were very, very fortunate. We never got killed by... Because things could have gone very poorly. Like, I have seen... I think the Let's Players I've watched, some of them just got really screwed over. And, like, they get killed by... either stoned by the cockatrices, or they get killed by the Pisco... Not Pisco Demon, the Mind Flayers, as you saw. The Sorcerers. Or they get killed by Rub, which is from the Mages. And yeah, it could be complete disaster, but we managed to survive. So, whew, we made it. All right, we're finally done with the ice cave. We never have to come back here again. Oh my goodness gracious! Yay! So essentially, you had to do the dungeon 3 times. Yay! Wasn't that fun? Okay, so now we can go back to Crescent Lake, and we'll need to figure out what to do. We need to go rest and recover. Geists on their own aren't really that dangerous, so I did save, so just in case. And we finished up the Ice Cave pretty fast. I expected it to take a lot longer, but I think I expected like a wipe or so, and that might slow things down. But no, we were very... The RNG was on our side, so... we knocked that out pretty fast. Not bad. And we didn't have any speed ups either. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, Karibe, whatever. Just have one person attack each and they go down pretty quick. And we are pretty strong now, so we did gain a level or two since the last time we fought the Karibes. Did gain a level in the Ice Cave, incidentally, even after defeating the Evil Eye. Kinda curious about that. Oh well. Yeah, we've at least defeated the hardest fiend, which is Marilith in the Volgurg Volcano, and then we've defeated we survived the hardest dungeon in the game, so we're in good shape then. Because it could be so much worse. Oh, this is just regular Hydra. Whatever. Whatever, yo. Alright. Don't worry, we have still plenty to do in this game, so... Oh, we got a level 19. Strength, agility, and who cares? And vitality, and luck. Lutz gains a level 19. Strength, whatever, vitality, and luck. Yang gains a level strength, whatever, and vitality. And Rosa gains strength, I guess, that's sort of useful. Who cares? And vitality. I really wish intelligence wasn't bugged, but unfortunately it is, so... No rest for the weary. Yeah, so we're gonna go down this way. One regular Karibe is not really gonna do much. Later on, when we use the canoe, we won't always be fighting such easy enemies. They will get tougher, but it'll be in a different area. I'll see what I can do. If we are going to encounter a dungeon near the 1.5 hour mark, I might have to stop us, but we won't quite be able to knock out a whole dungeon, I think. Alright. Okay. Now, we need to go to the next area, but in order to find out where to go, you will need to go all the way to a place called Elfland. I don't know why you have to go that far, but we have to. So, let's go. Oh, a shark. Ow. Yeah, I'm going around to Elfland. Aren't whatever. Yeah, ocean enemies don't seem to increase in... Mercifully, they don't seem to be changing, so... Allies can only do gaze, which would paralyze one of you, but on its own, it's not really a big deal. Yeah, they're really weak enemies. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Alright. Welcome to Elfland. Again, let's save first. And take advantage of the very cheap, relatively. Okay, so, let's sell off some stuff first. Hold on, let's see what is there to sell. Yeah, we have the silver axe, and that's it. Yeah, we don't need the silver axe anymore. It was nice we got it for free, though. No, not you. It's one of the enemies, the NPCs here that tell you what to do. Let's sell our armor. Yeah, it's all on Yang, so you can even sell the steel armor. Sell everything that's on Yang. You can sell the steel armor. Nice. Silver gauntlet. And we can sell that ice shield. We don't have a thief, so we can't use it for them. So, for him. So we don't need it, unfortunately. So, at least it will be good for our war funds. I think this is the one you need to talk to. There you go. See, in the desert south of the crescent, something is emerging from below the sand. Use the floater. Yep. That's the only NPC that will tell you what to do. I'm serious. It's kind of silly that you have to find this NPC here in Elfland to have an idea what to do, because no one else in the game will tell you, and not even the people in Crescent Lake. So, kind of lame, I know. Let's at least grab a soft. Let's refill our heals, and then we'll go get our floater, which will make things a little easier. I'm not gonna refill on tents now, because let's go to the desert that it describes. And we're pretty close to it too, so I'm just gonna hurry and restore some heal potions. Yay. Now I'll do this little song and dance where we do, to get 99, we have to buy everything one at a time. Oh yeah. So, how's everyone's life? I'm just joking. I know. No, seriously, you could actually just do that. Start talking. I'm just mashing over here with my NES controller. Let me think. I did have... Oh yeah, and in case anyone's wondering... Not wondering, but just to remind everyone, I need to put that as a command in Moobot, but we are doing a poll in Discord for the game, for the Pokemon game I could play on stream, and I have a few choices in there. It's not every mainline Pokemon game, because I didn't want to play Gen 1 again, sorry, I know it's nostalgic for some of you, but I've already played my share of Gen 1, which is Pokemon Red and Blue, and so I did not include it in the poll. So I selected ones that are have a bit more story to them, so they would have more voice acting opportunities. As you know, Pokemon. Oh, we actually finished, but as you know, Pokemon's pretty. They never like adding voice acting, unless it's only for the Pokemon Masters has voice acting, but not the main lines. It's for localization reasons, because they don't want to have multiple languages to have voice actors for. I do think they should spare the expense, because it does feel a little bit like even modern Pokemon these days seems to have a lot of cutscenes, and so they would be better in voice acted. But oh well, what can you do? At least it'll give me a chance to voice act them. Okay, let's go. We have purchased everything there. Should I buy more softs, actually? I just realized. We have enough pures, so yeah, I'll just buy a couple more softs. They could be really useful. Yeah, that Ice Cave run actually went pretty well, all things considered. We only ran into Mage a couple of times, and they're pretty scary, but it's nothing we can't handle at this point, so. Okay. Okay, let's go to the floater now. Let's go to the desert that is south of the Crescent, which is basically south of Crescent Lake. Unfortunately, we happen to be pretty close by. Let's go. Or we're not that far away. Let's take care of these weaklings. I didn't save because we will get to be able to save with our... You'll see what I mean by that. Beautiful. Not this one. Yeah, we need to go further right. There's the desert south of Crescent Lake. Yeah, you want this. Okay, well, no. Okay. Alright, remember that your ship is parked here. So, now we are going to go to the desert. And here we are. Now we can use that floater. The airship begins to rise from the desert. Yes, my friends, we finally have our best mode of transportation. The airship. Oh yeah, now the world's our oyster. This opens up a lot of new areas for us, but we are going to also can take advantage of the fact that this is here because we can go to Corneria more easily. Oh, look at this. So beautiful. I could have gone to Grove Volcano without walking. Oh, it is so nice to have mobility. And we got an elf lens right here. So we want to go up though. Oh, sorry. Right outside. Now we can take advantage of the cheapest inn in the game all the time. Oh yeah. You'll never need to inn anywhere else. Well, essentially anywhere else. Buy a couple of tents. Sure, I'll buy this. Okay. Now that we've purchased all of these, we are all ready to stocked and ready. Let's use the inn, and then we can fly to our heart's content to places we couldn't reach before. Ah, so nice to have cheap inns. Okay, I need to figure out where to go next. Let's see. Based on my notes, okay. Now, my friends, we need to go to a certain... We can now go to a place called the... let me see. The Cardia Islands? Yes, Cardia Islands. Oh. No worries. Let's go take care of that now. So the Cardia Islands are to the north, yes. Yep. Now we need to go to the Cardia Islands. Remember, we couldn't go north because there were no ports. Well, now we don't need ports. Woohoo. Okay. Yeah, this is... No, we need to go here to the west. Oh, right. Here's the Cardia Islands. So, these group of islands here are called the Cardia Islands. So, we want to go here first. So, I made sure to note the... We can land here, and let's go west. Alright, so let's get the map for all the Cardia Islands just to make sure I get everything. But it shouldn't be that bad. These are called the Cardia Caves. Got our cabin. Let's talk to these people. Oh, there are dragons here. Are they dangerous? They are not, thankfully. Only the courageous ones bring back the proof of their courage. Proof of courage? Interesting. $575 gil. At least the Cardia Caves have 9. An extra soft will always come handy against cockatrices and other things like it. Alright, that's the thing you can get here. Now we can go to the next one. Okay, let's get to this one first. Yeah, there are evil enemies you can encounter there. Darn, you moved. If you are brave enough, try meeting the king of the dragons, Bahamut. Ah, yes. Well, friends, this is our first time and this is the first iteration of Bahamut. You know him primarily as a summon and other things, but this is the first game to present Bahamut. So he's important, and he will help you in this game. He's a ally. So yay! Unprofitable business is not a practice of the Dragons of Cardia. I think they just meant they're not into unprofitable ventures. Long ago, dragons and humans lived and traded together. Yeah, you guys would probably intimidate most of humans. Fortunately, we light warriors are kind of used to fighting bigger things. Okay. Alright, let's go to the other side. Okay, excuse me. Land well. Okay. Alright. Now we're gonna take this long hallway. I had to figure out which island I was in. long hallway. I wonder if there's anything at the end of this. Another long hallway. Yay. What could be here? Oh no, is it a boss time? No, don't worry. You don't have to worry about that. This is Bahamut's room. Bahamut verifies the true courage of all. And I'm guessing you must be Bahamut. Sometimes I wonder if it's Bahamut or Bahamut, but so I mean I don't know. It's very weird. There's pronunciations are all over the place. But it's Bahamut, I think, is how it's generally pronounced. That's the more common pronunciation. Yeah. I am Bahamut, King of the Dragons. Bring me proof of your courage to receive the honor due true warriors. Now you want that honor because that will actually help you in battle. We need to bring back proof of courage, but we don't have that yet. So we'll have to come back later. So sorry guys, you have to walk down this long corridor again. But we will be back, and we will get the honor due true warriors. It will help us in our quest for power. No, I'm just joking. For saving the world. Yeah, I mean the story is not particularly complex, but a lot of interesting little side quests. Ooh, Catman. These are new enemies, pretty tough. So let's take them out as soon as we can. Yeah, as you can see, they hit pretty hard. So, fortunately, they also can't really dish it out. They can dish it out, but they can't really take it. Sorry, that's maybe what I meant. Oh, they had a little bit of health left. Oh well. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, so we need to go to the next island we want to go. Yeah, the only way is all the way here. No need to use cure. Alright. There's more treasure in this one. We are going to the Castle of Ordeal to the northeast. There we will test and bring back proof of our courage. So yep, you need to go to the Castle of Ordeal to get the proof of your courage. Oh, you can see other caves from here. Alright, we got our house. Once in the north, there were beautiful palaces and big mechanical castles. That will be quite important because we will find that later. 500 gil. The proof of your courage might be anything. Well, that's not helpful, but okay. Got 10 gil. Not very useful, but at least you're fighting in the area that's not particularly dangerous, so. Now let's go to the last Cardia cave. Alright. Oh no. Have you met Bahamut, the Dragon King? He honors those with courage as true warriors. No, there's nothing here. I think I missed one, didn't I? Yeah, this is the one. Now we can go to the Southeast Island. Yeah. I did make a note of it, so. For some reason, I almost skipped it. Oh, boy. Manticore. Okay. These guys are pretty tough from what I remember. They are definitely tougher. Let's see what what's the HP. And what we're up against. Oh, Manticore. Yeah, 164 HP. Maybe we can take them out. I don't know what they're weak against. They can do Quake and Poison Gas. That's kind of sucky, but oh well. Okay, we can 166. Yang can maybe take them out in one hit. Ouch. 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 That sucks. Yeah, they can poison you. That kind of stinks, but oh well. Oh. Ow. Okay, nothing too terrible though. Oh, let's use the pures we just stocked up on. We definitely don't want Yang to be in the front, so let's move some people around. Time to play musical chairs. Oh, right. And the last Cardia Cave. Let's first grab the chest here. 2750. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, I was just like, there's no fixed encounters, right? No. 2000 gil. They did not do that. 1455 gil. Oh, I think there's only treasure here? Are there no dragons that actually are in here? I guess not. Nope. Oh no, he's here. You're not afraid of me? Then I am impressed. Yeah, you guys are pretty intimidating, but you seem to be pretty friendly, dragon dudes. 2750 gil, 1520 gil, and lastly, 160 gil. Alright, we've grabbed our older treasure from the Cardia Caves. We have about a few more minutes, so let's just... So now, it seems like we need to go to the Castle of Ordeals next. Oh my. I finally am near the point where childhood me stopped, because I stopped pretty much close to after the Castle of Ordeals. So let's go ahead and save. First, let's go to Corneria, since it is pretty close by. So now, the Castle of Ordeals can be reached in certain ways. You could either do it from the airship or from the regular ship. Let's see. So, it is up to you how you want to do it. But I think the fastest way is to actually use the regular ship. And just go from there. Because it's easier to access from that point area. Okay. So let's go to the ship and then sail to where the Castle of Ordeals is. And begin the next dungeon, which is the Castle of Ordeals. Yeah, let me see. I think it's called the Temple of Ordeals in later versions of the game. But it's Castle Ordeal here, so... Alright. Now we'll need our... ship, in this case. Alright. Yeah, annoying things still pop up like this, but it's fine. Yeah, but I think we will not go inside the Castle Ordeals until the next stream, because it's gonna take too long, and it is very late, so we'll probably end it in front of the Castle Ordeals. I know. Now Rosa can kill Sahakin, so that's very nice. Okay, so as you can see, there's a town here that we can't reach yet, so let's worry about it later. Yeah, there's a bunch of areas here we haven't explored yet. Oh, Kaizoku? Whatever. Oh, you can't kill a Kaizoku on her own yet? Oh well. Soon we'll be able to do Rosa to do other things. Yeah, we'll explore these other areas after we're done with the Castle Ordeals. Sorry, I accidentally went too far south this way. Yeah, they're not really going to be much of a threat. Yeah, whatever. So the Castle of Ordeals is right over there. So if you had to use the airship, you have to stay really far away from here. But since we do not have the airship, or are not coming in from the airship, I'm just gonna run because these guys are so weak. Just to move things along here. They're not really worth my time. We can use the canoe to get here instead. See? Much faster. Look at how far you'd have to go. You'd have to go all the way to the east and then go through the forest to get to this area, and then you could get to the Castle of Ordeals. Because you can't land here, so you couldn't have used your airship to get a free ride here. So that's why it would take a really long time. I mean, yeah, you could argue, oh, but it took you a while to ride your ship here, but on the ship, you don't have to worry about as strong enemies. So I think it kind of worked out in our favor. It didn't take that long. Alright. Okay, so this is where we will end today. This is a good stopping point. To the next time, we will actually go through the Castle of Ordeals itself and figure out what the Proof of Courage actually means. But in the meantime, I guess that's gonna be it for now. So We actually did. At least we're done with the. Oh my goodness, the stupid. Not Temple of the Ancients. Oh my goodness, wrong game. We're done with the ice cave, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. I'm really relieved we managed to finish that with relatively painlessly. We actually had no one die, which is kind of crazy. I don't know how that's possible, because normally you would get rubbed or killed by the mind flare, but it's all good. But if you did enjoy today's stream, we do have a Discord where we discuss this game and other games of interest, or you can follow us on Facebook or X or Blue Sky down below. If you didn't, we do have archives of previous streams on that YouTube page. I will make more public. You might have seen a little bit of activity, but I need to be a bit more consistent about it. And then don't worry, there's stuff being uploaded in the background, so there's actually a lot of content I just still need to publish. But anyway, yeah, we'll see you again, hopefully earlier and not at this late, for more Final Fantasy action, and maybe we'll actually get a 2-hour stream. I'm sorry about this, guys. Sorry for oversleeping. Oh my goodness. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I guess, as always, 晚安, which means good night, and 下次再见 means see you next time, and 谢谢收看, which means thank you for watching. 求神祝福们, may God bless you. 愿你的一天有福, may your day be full of blessing. Hope you guys have a good one, and see you later. Bye now.